What's up, guys? This is G1 Universe, and this is going to be the new reaction series as Mob Psycho 100. Now, for those of you who don't know about Mob Psycho 100, Mob Psycho 100 is yet another webcomic series made by the creator One, who made the One Punch Man webcomic series. That was then turned into one of the best animes that people can say is the best anime because the animation is just awesome. And now Mob Psycho 100 is now going to get the limelight and get its own series as well. Now, when it comes to the webcomic of One Punch Man, I have watched that, I have read that to pretty much where it is now. But as for Mob Psycho 100, I have not actually got a chance to read that particular webcomic and anything about it in general. So this is going to be a completely blind run entirely of me not knowing anything that's happening. I have probably read like the first couple of chapters, but let's just say I don't remember much from them. All I do know is there's a character named Mob. Well, he has a real name, but Mob is like his code name or his second name or something like that, or, you know, his nickname, you know, like what normal people would call it. He has unbelievable psychic potential, basically Saitama, but like an 8th grader. He's Saitama, but an 8th grader and with psychic powers. And he has a mentor who isn't psychic, but pretends to be. Whether or not he pretends to be, or he is just a con artist or something like that. Again, I'm not my entire mindset is on Mob Psycho 100, but all I do know is this guy is incredibly powerful, and the why it's Mob Psycho 100 is because he has a percentage meter, and if it gets all the way up to 100, he apparently explodes. Or gets so powerful that everything will explode. Again, this is all speculation from a guy who doesn't remember much from what he read. But with this series, since I wasn't able to make a reaction series to One Punch Man, which I really would like to have done, because my reactions to that series alone would have just like blown up for how amazing One Punch Man is. So, Mob Psycho 100 is the next best thing until Season 2 comes out, which will take a while since there's not enough material to make Season 2. At least I think there's not. And, yeah. So, again, and knowing anime, I'm putting this on Google Drive. So, of course, head off the link in the description below to check out the reaction. Because it's not going to be on YouTube. That would be no, I'm not getting in trouble like that. So Google Drive for the reaction, then come back if you want to hear the end review of what I have for this new series. That it seems interesting. I saw the trailer. I don't know whether or not. Yeah, it was a trailer, and it looks pretty promising. The animation seems to be taken from the webcomic itself, and not from a remake that was made by the Hunter x Hunter writer who draws amazing. So this goes from the webcomic and just like amplified a little bit. I like it. Let's get started. So yeah, see you in Google Drive. 3, 2, 1 now. Well, I'm about to head off back in. This reaction's over now. I'm just gonna go done. Alright, well, this is me after watching the first episode of Mob Psycho 100, and yes, I have to say, it's good, but not One Punch levels of first episode good. When the first episode of One Punch Man came out, it was like oh my god, this is happening kind of deal. I love the premise. I love the character. As for this, it has some great animation moments. Let's not get that. Let's get that straight. The animation art style may kind of turn people off, but that's exactly the same thing that I said when I watched both Gurren Lagann and Kill la Kill. The animation style usually drives people away because it kind of like has like a weird texture to it, you could say. So this is nothing new to me. I actually pretty much like the animation and art style to this. Now, as for the story in general, all I got from this right now is that from the beginning we see what appears to almost more than likely be Mob. Here comes the counter of me accidentally saying Mod instead of Mob. Okay, we see Mob taking on like lots of spirits and stuff all over the place, and he seems to be in the antics of exploding. Now, I don't know whether or not the exploding thing is a metaphoric thing or a literal sense. Metaphoric means, yeah, he'll explode, but he'll still be intact, but the things around him will explode and be disintegrated from the amount of psychic energy that he'll be emanating. Or it's a literal sense that he himself will explode, and then again, he will die, and everything else around him will again be obliterated. Now, this could go either way, I'm not entirely sure, but I have seen multiple different, like, gifs and other things that show that he is still intact. It's just that his power overflowingly destroys and obliterates everything around him. And then during the episode, we see a meter that goes up saying, this is how the percentage of mob exploding. So this is the counter that probably like next episode we're finally gonna get to him actually going putting out that much psychic energy output. Now I will do my best. I'm gonna fail miserably, but again, I'm gonna do my best to keep the One Punch Man type things away from this series. But just so you know, it's probably not gonna happen because it's just it's so easy to do. It's so easy to do. The faces that Mob and like 98% of the people have in this anime look exactly like Saitama's dopey face that he has whenever he just doesn't care about anything. Like, you can take the okay look that he has when he's looking at Boros transforming and whatnot, powering up and whatnot, and just put it to every single face in Mob Psycho 100, and nothing would change. Nothing would change, because that's exactly what they look like. Mob to me already looks like just a eighth grader Saitama, because Saitama used to have hair, and I'm gonna bet the twist of it all. The twist of it all, Mob is actually Saitama, and this is just his backstory. All the psychic energy just happens to just, like, not come back to him, but it's just infused inside of his body, and when he pushed himself to the limit, and instead of having psychic abilities, his psychic abilities morphed into unbelievable potential and outputs of strength in his body. And can I just say one thing when it comes to One Punch Man? He's called One Punch Man because he can defeat almost pretty much anything with one punch. But you guys know that the lower body of people is actually stronger than the upper body. So I can't wait to see Saitama kick once. I can't actually wait to see him kick something for once. Like, one time. That would be hilariously epic. Now, because this dude can jump from the moon back to Earth in seconds. So I'm pretty sure his lower body strength is stronger than his fists. I still could be wrong. Who knows? Maybe Saitama works differently. But as for Mob, he's kind of like just Saitama, but a psychic. He defeats pretty much everything with just a flick of the wrist. And he doesn't care. He just doesn't care. At the end of this episode, he defeats what is said and what looks to be a very powerful spirit. But after he's done killing it, he's like, well, that happened. It wasn't as strong as I thought it would be. Like, exactly like Saitama. He does one punch and he's like, I did not expect it to go down this easily. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing. So, yeah, but I see many different dynamics with this particular series and this character than Saitama does. One, Saitama, as far as we know, doesn't have a family. As far as we know. And Mob has a family. He has a mom, he has a dad, which I'm actually, and a brother, which I'm actually really happy to see, because there's not many animes that are like, you know what, this is the main character. Let's not give him a tragic backstory and have his mom and dad be killed for some unexplained or explained reason, but just, you know, they're dead and they're gone, or they're something. But no, he has a full family, and I'm actually happy to see that. A character with a family for once. Dang it. And and so on. We see that the dad seems to be like the nicer one of the group, while the mom is supposed to be like, oh, you're babying him, or, you know, you're spoiling him too much, you know, we need to have him do other things. It's just like, it doesn't mean the mom is bad, it just means that the mom is more of like the realist type, and just like we need to see him grow in other standards instead of just what he is now. He bent a spoon and now he spilled his dinner. I mean, come on, we gotta control that. And he goes to school. He's a middle schooler, not a high schooler. And by God, have we ever seen a college-related type anime? And I know they exist. I'm just saying there's not many out there that I actually can just name off the top of my head. I can name a bunch of high school-related ones. But now we got a middle schooler, and even with all this psychic potential, he's definitely not like Saitama like that. He has psychic potential, but he's not very smart. Well, Saitama's not smart either. And he's not athletic, but Saitama is very athletic. He has a crush on this one girl, I forgot her name, and I hope we see like a dynamic with that, and just all around, I'm not expecting too much from the story, not at all, actually. But I am expecting a good time when it comes to animation, fight scenes, and the progression of particular characters that are going to become important later on. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, this is Do You Want Bit of the Universe. This has been Mob Psycho 100. I'm going to be doing this every time it comes out and stuff like that. Just in case we get one of those scenes, because I did like the scene where he gave the picture to the spirit. And it's like, yeah, that's actually something that would help me pass on. Something good for my memory that I remember. And yeah, it might come up. We might have a Boros moment. Who knows? Again, there's a webcomic out there, so if you want to get like a jump start on what might happen later on in the series, go to that. But I'm not. I want to keep things fresh for me. So anyway, yeah. Do you want to be universe? See you guys next time. Bye.